Hi guys and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing MotoGP 23 and it is time for another live GP. It's actually been somewhat of a while since we've done the live GP. I think I say that every single time we do a live GP, but now this week I've had some time to spend playing MotoGP 23 again, had time to do some live GPs and even career mode, so I've got a bit of a focus with the live GPs at the moment. I'm beginning to really get to grips with the motorcycles here in MotoGP 23. And I've been saying this for a while now, but I just feel really good and really competitive. So I'm really going to take my chances and see what happens in these live GPs. Now, I've got one here today for Silverstone, and we've got a lot more as well. And I'll tell you what, I will have to be careful of Fox Knight 25 because he seems to be lagging ever so slightly as you see his hands bouncing all over the KTM RC16. But fair play to Fox Knight. He's been a friend. Oh, goodness me, I'm getting right up to the rear tyre of that RC16. I'm going to try and squeeze on through, and hopefully I can continue my lap time from there. But yeah, shout out to Fox Knight 25. I think he added me a while ago on Steam, and then we finally had an opportunity to play with each other this week in the live GPs. Pretty much a staple of the next live GPs as well, actually. I'm going to be inviting him to a lot more. And the same can be said for the man on board the Aprilia right now. He's currently in second place. That is the man from Cheshire. That is indeed Charlie, DrAce channel pit crew member right there. And of course, myself here running with the Repsol Honda. Now, conversation came up in the Discord server a few days ago regarding the best bike to use within MotoGP 23, and I don't think there is a definitive answer for the best bike, but it has inspired me to do the list of what I prefer to use here in MotoGP 23. I think it might be obvious, but for those who may not follow the content that closely, I think that could be a good video opportunity to show you guys what I feel is a good bike and which bike I don't feel is particularly good. So yeah, stick around for that, and then we'll get to that in the future. But I will be honest, I'm recording this one after I've done this lap here, so I'm going to tell you a little spoiler. I don't improve my lap time anymore after this one, and to be honest, no one even comes close to beating the lap time. So as far as I'm concerned, let's just jump into the race. Okay then guys, starting in pole position, a 157.3 for us. Second is Maverick with a 158.3, so about a second down on my lap time. And there is Cheshire Charlie in third place. In fourth place we have Fox Knight 25 rocking the Dovizioso's number 4, coincidentally starting from fourth place as well, and Flavio Lopetti starts in fifth place. Oh, we have another rider, Slighty 111, Slighty 111. Well then, this might be a relatively easy race, but you never know what can happen, so let's see what we can do. Wait for the red lights to disappear, and away. Oh, it's a long wait, and away we go. Back on the Repsol Honda, looking for a victory here in my home circuit of Silverstone. So into the first corner. Oh, goodness me, the Aprilia got very close to the rear tyre there. I thought I was going to get punted off of the circuit as we now go into the right-hander of the village corner. Got absolutely punted. Okay, couldn't help himself, could he? Punted me in the first corner and then punted me in the second corner as well as we now go to... Oh my God! Who was that who got took out? Oh, it was Charlie! Oh my goodness. Flavio Lopetti on board the factory Ducati launches a move right into the rear of my good friend. Oh my goodness. Well, you never can predict what's going to happen in these live GP races, and I imagine you weren't expecting that. I mean, you probably were, because it's, for goodness sake, it's online racing in MotoGP 23. So we try and get past the Ducati now, and let's see if we can get our own back on Maverick. That was a hefty move he chucked into me into the village corner. I mean, thankfully I didn't crash, but I was in a situation where I couldn't regain the position due to the nature of that corner. If I tried to regain the position there, which, let's be honest, a lot of online riders do, and then they just cause a massive pile-up, and then the person behind them who were doing nothing wrong will end up having to face the consequences. I tried to avoid hitting Fox Knight there. I was hoping to get the cutback, but he's holding me up ever so slightly here, so I'm hoping to get through on him, hopefully now. Oh, the lag is very confusing there. Has he got the emoji helmet as well? I thought I'd seen some emojis on Fox Knight's helmet. I think he might need to get in touch with the Belgian ace to get a helmet or something. Because he can't be rocking those emoji helmets. No, not on the DrAce channel. So anyway, onto the brakes we go. We have closed in by a bit to Maverick, the number 36. He's 1.8 seconds ahead of us on the circuit. Into the club corner and across the line. Gap's down to 1.7. I'm eager now. I'm really eager to get this back. There's nothing worse than getting punted off the circuit or taken out through no fault of your own and having your victory chances taken away from you. I don't want that to happen. So, Maverick, I'm on my way. I am charging. I'm sure it wasn't anything intentional or anything malicious. I think sometimes it's easy to get too eager. Oh, Fox Knight's gone down. Oh, and Flavio's gone down as well. So, something's happened to the Desma Sedici and the RC16 of Fox Knight and Flavio. But yeah, no disrespect to Maverick. I know sometimes it can happen. I'm very aggressive with the AI myself in the career mode, so I understand the feeling of sometimes you want to go for a lunge, it feels right, and unfortunately it doesn't quite work out the way you anticipated. But gap is 1.4, so we are pulling a couple of tenths on him per sector, so it should probably be by the next lap. We should be right within striking distance. But at the same time, we've got to stay calm, we've got to stay focused. Don't want to lose our bottle midway through the race. So in fact, we took another 0.3 of a second away from there. So the gap is just down to 1 second. Well, near enough. It's actually just gone up a little bit. But into the left-hander of turn 12 and out into the right-hander for Beckett's. Beautiful combination of the Maggots and Beckett's section of Silverstone. And coming out of Chapel, yeah, this is looking pretty good for us on the Hanger Straight. I do believe this is the Hanger Straight. I always get this wrong. It's either this one or the other. You know which one it is if you're a die-hard fan. Let me know in the comment section down below. And that way I won't make that mistake again if I was wrong. We'll always break there at the shadow. I tell you what, we're closing in rapidly now onto the Aprilia. Trying not to attack him too much. Oh my goodness! Oh, whoa! Oh my god! the old ejector seat on the Aprilia. We've seen it in the MotoGP 23 career mode in Sachsenring, and now we've seen it again. The RSGP just launching its rider away from the saddle and out of the Silverstone hunt for victory. Oh, that was very surprising. He was extremely slow as well. It was really a very slow crash that just didn't really make any sense. I understand that maybe a little bit of a bump or a bobble, but to be launched out of the seat, that was quite horrific, let's be honest. And as a matter of fact, that lap time we set there was actually faster than the qualifying lap time. It shows that I couldn't really get it right in qualifying. I was just making mistakes all the time. I did the first lap following Fox Knight, and then of course we made the move on him in the qualifying, and then after that I just couldn't really produce anything, so it might be smooth sailing from here. What a way to bounce back into the live GP scene. I don't think I'm going to be doing much Ride 5 competitions now, or cups for a while. I think my main focus is going to be on MotoGP 23. I think getting the career mode done, getting the live GP sessions and all that raced and organised, I think is going to be top of my priority list for now. I don't know what can change, because of course we do have the DrAce British Superbike Championships coming very soon, and then hopefully we do a World Superbike one as well. They will all be on Ride 5, of course. But yeah, I'm really enjoying MotoGP, so I kind of want to focus on this for now as we go into the Stowe corner for turn 15. Let me know in the comment section down below, guys, what you feel about the online sessions. I do appreciate there's a lot of you guys who actually prefer watching online racing rather than me battle the AI. So yeah, make your opinions known in the comment section down below so I can understand exactly what you want to see, because that's really what's important. It's I mean, I might enjoy one thing, but if you guys want something else, then we've got to compromise. So let me know in the comment section. Of course, as well, whilst you're down there, why don't you hit that subscribe button as well? Not far away from 10,500 subscribers, I think, so great way to start the new year. Really proud of the progress we've made, and I do appreciate it. I don't want to go into, unfortunately, the other bad part of the latter stage of Christmas and going into New Year's, but I do appreciate once again all the love and support that you guys are giving me over this difficult time with me for the bereavement of losing my granddad. So I do really appreciate it, guys, and I think I don't know, I don't think I can say it enough times, so I hope you're not bored of hearing it, because it did mean a lot to me and it helped me get through, and to be sat here making more videos for you today is testament of that. It's very special to me, so yeah. guys, thank you very much. I do really appreciate it. But we have commentary to do, so let's get back to the action. We're 5.5 seconds clear from Maverick. Someone's got to loan that penalty there. I wonder if that little glitch where you start... The game classes that you've jumped the start when on your screen and visually for everyone else, you don't. I wonder if Lepetti has had that issue. To be honest with you, I haven't been paying attention to their track limit warnings. I've just not really been looking, so I can't tell you if it was that or one of those dreaded penalties. I've had it many times, and I'm sure it will not be my last. Let's just hope it doesn't happen again. So... I can't believe the gap, actually. I'm surprised. I know... Ooh, bit deep. Oh, steady. Getting a little bit too comfortable there. It's easy to do. One of my biggest sort of... I don't know what you would say. Somewhat weakness? I don't know. I'll explain the what I'm going to say here, and then you guys can decide whether it's a caveat or a strength or if it's just common. I don't like to change the power setting after being in a power setting for so long. So, for example, if you've done 3 or 4 laps in power setting 2, or maybe longer, if you then change it to power setting 3, you have to then relearn and understand the acceleration. So, for example, coming out of a corner in the lowest gear with power setting 2 is going to result in so much of a press on the right trigger. And then you move to power setting 3, and that little bit of a press that... Oh, Slighty's left. That was a hefty crash then, wasn't it? It was so bad it kicked him out of the game. But yeah, it's, anyway. Got myself distracted for a second there. So yeah, basically when you press with power setting 3 halfway down on the right trigger, then you move it to power setting 2, there's a difference in how much you have to apply. And of course, the feeling of the bike as well is different. The rear tyre doesn't slide. So I'm not a big fan of changing it up halfway through a race and then back over, then back across again. I like to stick with power setting 2. That way I can just get into the zone, feel the bike, feel the vibration of the trigger, and just experience it for what it is. And I've got to say, I'm going to have to gush over MotoGP 23 again. It's the one bike game out of all the others I've played that it really feels... just second nature to me. I love it. It feels fantastic. And after jumping to Ride 4, to Ride 5, Superbike 22, TT Isle of Man 3, MotoGP 23, even the previous MotoGP games, MXGP, you name it, I think MotoGP 23 is the best feeling of them all. And I've got to say, this is a very subjective opinion, but I'm really love the acceleration woes that people would say, where when you accelerate the bike lifts up. I just love that feeling. I've been gushing about turn 9 in the Red Bull Ring for a long time, and that's simply, I think I have to show you at some point. I'll have to put a clip on it or something at some point so you can see. But there's a change of direction from the Remus corner for turn 9, I think it is, in the Red Bull Ring of Austria. It's a sharp left-hand side downhill, and then onto the right-hander, you just move ever so slightly to go onto the right, and it's a very fast change of direction. But if you bring the power on at a certain point, the front wheel lifts, and then you have to fight the bike to push it into the corner and to fight the wheelie. And nothing has ever felt so seamless and like realistic to me than that moment. I can't really explain anymore. I'm going to have to show you in a future video. Let me do that for you guys so I can really explain. But it's more of a feeling though, and that's what I'm really enjoying about MotoGP 23. And I think right now, I feel like that's where I'm at with a lot of these bikes. And I've got to say, the Repsol Honda feels fantastic in this game. And I feel like this, although it's not been my most competitive and most consistent lap times, I still felt really good round Silverstone. And I wouldn't say I usually do. So, in a roundabout way, and a bit of waffle there, I did sort of go off on a tangent, I'm very much happy and enjoying MotoGP 23. That's the end result there. So, yeah, expect a lot more MotoGP 23 content, whether it's live GPs. Maybe I'll get back to doing the guides again. I got very disheartened with the Motegi guide because, unfortunately, it's glitched and you can't complete it legitimately because every single time the autopilot finishes, it goes across on out of bounds and off the circuit, so then you get an invalidation. So yeah, I lost my interest in doing that, and I guess the guide would still be helpful, so we'll see what happens. But I do appreciate the guides are not the most popular of videos. But yeah, I digress. This video has been me waffling all the way through, me just leading the way here in Silverstone. I can assure you guys their next live GP races are not this easy. not at all. So don't be disheartened if you think this race might have been not so entertaining. I hope I entertained you at least somewhat. I did try. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it from the side topics, the other stuff that I'm giving to you here today on this effectively what is a podcast as we just race around the Silverstone circuit. I do love the Silverstone circuit, but I wish it went back to the old layout. That's a personal preference of mine. Quick check on the riders behind us. Maverick, who took me out into turn 2, is 9.5 seconds behind me in second. Fox Knight 25 in his first ever MotoGP 23 live GP session. He is looking at a podium. And looking at the graphic, it doesn't look like Cheshire Charlie is going to be able to dethrone him for that position. So Fox Knight will not be dispossessed. He will have his very first podium in his very first race. Reminds me of myself. Beautifully done, mate. Beautifully done. Well done to Fox Knight 25. And Flavio Lopetti, who had the long lap penalty, still sat there into Luffield, just having a tough time. Oh well. I tell you who hasn't had a tough time. That's me. I've enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed this race. And I certainly hope you guys did as well. So across the line, a little bit of a wheelie for the aces. We take a stunning victory here in Silverstone. So guys, thank you very much for watching the video. I do hope you enjoyed. I will definitely see you tomorrow for more DrAce content, so be sure to hit that subscribe button to be reminded of when I've uploaded. And finally, hit the like button because it does help out the channel grow, so yeah, I would appreciate it. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video. Ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite sate your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.